Ladies and gentlemen, to those who have joined us live on YouTube and on Facebook, welcome to Kellits High School Virtual Graduation Ceremony 2021. Today, we are here to celebrate with our students who have overcome the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic and have made it to this juncture. We are here because our students are strong, they are resilient, and they have stood in the face of adversity. May I invite you to sit in the comfort of your homes and celebrate, enjoy this wonderful occasion as we applaud our students for our job that was well done. Indeed, God has been faithful, and so we will open with the hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness. Great is Thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is faithfulness indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, our scripture reading comes to us this afternoon from 2 Corinthians 4, verses 8 and 9, and this will be read by Thea Moya Chandler.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My scripture reading is taken from 2 Corinthians 4, verses 8 and 9. We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. Here ended a portion of God's holy word. We honor it by saying thanks.
Indeed, they were pressed on every side. They were struck down, but they were not destroyed. Ladies and gentlemen, we pause to invite God's presence in this evening's function. And so I invite Dr. Rohan Cameron, and he will be coming with this evening's prayer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us stand for prayer. Father in heaven, we lift you up today. We glorify you. We say like the writer, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We give you all praise and honor and glory. And Lord God Almighty, as we come for this graduation exercise of 2021, we say like the writer, guide me out, thou great Jehovah. Pilgrim to this barren land, I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thy powerful hand. Lord God, we continue to look to you for guidance. And we pray, God Almighty, that we shall say like the writer, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our path. We pray for your divine direction upon this evening proceeding, as we give you all praise and honor and glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
As we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, I invite the chairman of our Board of Governors, Mr. Glenmore Miller, and he will be coming to make you all feel welcomed.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The Board of Management congratulates the Kellits High School family for staging the school's graduation exercise this year. Welcome to this virtual platform of 2021. The moment you use the word virtual, a number of other words follow. Pandemic, COVID-19, vaccination. And I would think that as a member of the community and a forward-thinking member, I ask all of you present here, whenever it is your time, make sure you take your vaccine. The vaccination is critical to herd immunity when we will all feel safe to move around, and as the Ministry of Education has asked, that they're making every effort. And as an educational institution, we too want to make every effort for a grand reopening of face-to-face educational process come September. It is my pleasurable duty as chairman to welcome you all here. And as the protocol follows, I want to extend a hearty welcome to our Member of Parliament, Mr. Dwight Sibley's, and at the same time to officially congratulate him as the first citizen of our community. Mr. Sibley's, we want you to know, sir, that we are recognizing you as the first member of our society. And on you, with that comes great responsibility. And we are looking forward to a continued dialogue with you for the advancement of the only high school in your constituency. I want to extend sincere welcome and greetings to Dr. Marsha Smalling. Doc, I am sure that you're proud to be at Glenmore and has continued the stride that Glenmore is on. But I might add that as a member of the oldest high school in Clarendon and one from further up the road, we know that you would be more fitted to be from that past school. However, keep up the good work. I extend greetings to Councillor Nemard, who is the Councillor of the Kellits Division. Councillor, you're always with us, and always contributing, and always giving. And we want you to feel at home in your home. And sir, we ask that if there is any faltering, you will spur the MP on so that he will know that you are the councillor and you want everything for Kellits. I extend welcome to members of the clergy and other ministers of the fraternity, primarily to a member of the board who is significant in our community, Dr. Rowan Cameron. A face that needs no introduction to Kellits High School is our hard-working education officer, Miss Keisha Shirley. Miss Shirley, we extend a warm welcome to you, and as you see the needs, you will continue to work to make our principal and the school proud of your intervention. I extend greetings to other members of the board of governors, and in a virtual way to tell you how you all look radiant. And it's customary for our Kellits High School teachers and board members to carry on a very high-class fashion show. In a virtual way, we are all looking at you. Ms. Price, a hard-working, twofold member of staff, as well as president of the PTA. Keep up your good work and continue to strive for excellence for this our institution. Members of the Kellits High School Alumni Association, we have seen your continued effort and contribution and the zeal to which you have taken on the challenges to help this your alma mater. Keep up the good work. Our vice principals, Mr. Jermaine Harris and Mr. Neville Lewin, we welcome you especially for your attendance, and may you continue to aid the principal in advancing the institution. The academic, administrative, and ancillary staff, you continue to walk the walk and talk the talk. You are the backbone of Kellits High School, and I know you do your work with enthusiasm and passion. I can only encourage you to continue in this vein. Parents, guardians, students, and visitors, we welcome you here today. To you, our graduates, we salute you for your strength of character, your innovativeness, and your perseverance to come to this milestone. We recognize the active individual contribution of your parents and guardians, as well as the able leadership of the teachers who guide you throughout these rough seas. You have paddled the water successfully. As you prepare for the next journey, we want to wish you well and ask, as we navigate the unknown, you take with you the skills you have acquired here. Many of you will be continuing the educational journey by furthering your academic pursuits. Remember to acquire a skill. It will save and aid you well. The world is full of opportunities. Select your goal and pursue it. Others of you will remain in your communities and pursue other skills. I ask of you all to be good citizens. Let your good character demonstrate your bringing. Love your institution, and as you become the newest members of the Past Student Association, your Alumni Association, be active members. It is not just by giving that make you active, but by involving yourself in supporting the school also in an intangible way. Great schools have great alumni associations. Finally, may God's guidance aid you. May you ask for God's guidance to aid you as you go forward. And remember to lean on Him for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. God's speed. Let us have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, for such a warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, we will be taking some greetings. First, we will have greetings from our Member of Parliament, Mr. Dwight Sibbles.
The pursuit of excellence, cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. In other words, graduates, I am interpreting this here graduation's theme as a call to be an eagle and soar above the storm and maintaining great heights so your predator will never survive. Master of Ceremony, Mr. Glenmore Miller, Chairman of the Board of Governors. Our special guest speaker, Dr. Marsha Smalling, Councillor Noel Nemard of the Kellits Division, Member of the Clergy and Minister Fraternity, Dr. Rowan Cameron, Ms. Keisha Shirley, Education Officer, representing the Ministry of Education, other members of the Board of Governors, President of the Parents Teachers Association, Ms. Andrea Bryce, Principal of Kellits High School, Mr. Texcal Christie, Vice Principals, Mr. Jermaine Harris and Mr. Neville Lewin, academic, administrative and ancillary staff, members of the Kellits High School Alumni Association, parents, guardians, students, visitors, graduates, greetings to you all. Like the eagle, you are built for the challenges ahead. You are called upon to be visionary and strident. You will understand why your parents, your teachers, your guardians, and your loved ones have prepared you all this time in the manner that they have done. Today, I am asked to bring greetings to you, and therefore I shall not be long, because I am aware time is of the essence. But I continue to challenge you, graduates, to aim high, to remain focused, and to achieve your goals. Like the eagle, you will be tested. Like the eagle, you will be victorious. I would like to thank the teachers, administrative and ancillary staff for your continued effort. You have indeed continued to produce Jamaica's future. To you, we are ever grateful. Parents, your job is not over. We are asking you to continue to cheer them on, nurture them, continue to protect our graduates. They are but facing the next phase of their life. They need you. They need you as their parents. It is not time to say, well, you finished with high school, we're done with you. In fact, you are just starting with them on this important leg of their race. In closing, I would just like to thank the teachers once more. In this time of the COVID pandemic, you have gone beyond the call of duty. Thank you. Jamaica, thank you. Graduates, congratulations. You have made it thus far. And I say to you, continue to soar to great heights. And remember, pursue excellence. Cultivate resilience in the face of adversity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sibbles. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now take greetings from our PTA President, Miss Andrea Bryce.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Kellits High School PTA President Association, I praise all the members of the graduating class of 2021. The parents and teachers of this noble institution recognize fully the challenges that you have faced over the years to get to this point. More so in recent times, we have seen our world, our country, our communities, our school, and our lives impact enormously as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The changes for all citizens of Jamaica were sudden, and our lifestyle had to be changed in order to deal with fighting this new virus. With school having to close and attempts made to continue engagement with students online and offline platforms, the traditional method of teaching and learning in the physical space were pushed aside. There were huge efforts made by the school board's management, principal, teachers, and parents of the Kellits High School to continue engaging our children in teaching and learning process. However, the struggles remain real. You, the graduating class of 2021, have shown much flexibility and have proven our motto once more: excellence through determination. This is an opportunity to reflect on your accomplishments, knowing that even in this pandemic, you can overcome the odds. The Parents Teachers Association realized that this is not an easy journey. We recognize the effort you have made and applaud you, and knowing that nothing will hinder you from achieving what God has destined for you. Congratulations, graduating class of 2021. You have done it. You will be missed greatly, and you will always be a part of the Kellits High School family. Walk good.
Chairperson, all the faculties of this great institution, distinguished guests, graduating class of 2021, all a pleasant evening to you. Time endears but cannot fade the memories that friends have made. But every memories of friends share, even for a short time, it's a treasure. Like sunshine and warmth in our lives, like a cool breeze on a humid day, like a showers of rain refreshing the earth. In these uncertain times, it's reassuring to know that this prestigious institution, our alma mater, Kellits High, continue to be strong and provide the excellent education that allowed us to be proud practitioners, and that prepared our current students to be well prepared to go to the next level in their career advancement. The year 2020 to present time has been very challenging, but despite the many hurdles, despite the many obstacles, despite all the difficulties in pursuit of excellence, you were cultivating resilience. You stared adversity in the face and said, I am strong, I am brave, and I am victorious. 2021 graduates, you are our best ambassadors. Let your action demonstrate our pride. Through your professional career path and your willingness to serve in whatever area you choose. Be the best version of yourself and represent us well. I challenge you to think of ways you can give back to this institution to whatever degree you are comfortable. And I do not mean just financially, though this is, of course, very important. There are many ways to give back, from careers and academic mentoring to volunteering times. Yes, you must return to be of assistance to the institution that mold you into fine young men and women. Giving back is fulfilling and is feel good. As a representative of the graduating class of 1983, I must express how elated we are to be a part of this school leaving function this evening. We congratulate the principal and all that are involved in this pursuit of excellence. Continue to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. This school has successfully provided many years of quality education opportunities to students, resulting in many who have excelled in various careers, including doctors, nurses, lawyers, entrepreneurs, community leaders, teachers, and among others. And we are proud of its accomplishments. I therefore take this opportunity to request that as a class of 1983, we keep this value association strong and active, that we will be able to offer assistance to elevate the quality of the academic program and various other facets of the operation of this noble institute. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we will listen to the principal's report by Dr. Texel Christie for the academic year 2020-2021. Put your hands together and make him welcome.
Master of Ceremony, Mr. Glenmere Miller, Chairman of the Board of Governors. Member of Parliament, Mr. Dwight Siblis. Dr. Marsha Smalling, our guest speaker. Councillor Noel Nemad of the Kellits Division. Member of the Clergy and Minister's Fraternity, Dr. Rowan Cameron. Ms. Kesha Shirley, our Territory Education Officer representing the Ministry of Education. Other members of the Board of Governors. President of the Parent Teachers Association, Ms. Adriana Bryce. Members of the Kellits High School Alumni Association. Academic, administrative and ancillary staff, parents, guardians, students, visitors, and most important, our graduates. Good afternoon. It is indeed a privilege to be delivering this report under the theme, In Pursuit of Excellence, Cultivating Resilience in the Face of Adversity. It is my pleasure to address this distinguished audience, to be with these young people who are passionate about making their mark on society. It affords me the privilege to share the joy that they are feeling. Despite the adversities we faced with the limitations of the COVID-19 restrictions, I am grateful for the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of this institution. With us today are promising young men and women who have reached a milestone in their lives. We also have parents who have supported their children with selfless love, and teachers who have worked tirelessly to nurture our students, ensuring their success. We are committed to renewing ourselves to ensure our students are equipped for the 21st century. And thus, we support a community school approach that organizes and maximizes resources from the school and community-based partnership to ensure every student's success in alignment with the school's priorities on the school improvement plan. Kellits High School started the academic year with a staff complement of 66 academic, 10 administrative, and 14 ancillary workers. The complement included acting principal Mr. Jermaine Harris, vice principal Mr. Neville Lewin, and acting vice principal Miss Pamela Henry. Of course, they did a wonderful job administering the school in the absence of the principal. We invited 6 new teachers, 2 to clear vacancies, 2 replacement teachers for those who went on leave, and we invited 4 contract teachers from the Ministry of Education. The administrative staff invited Ms. Chanel Witter as clerical assistant and Mr. Dame Simpson, bus driver, and Mr. Paul Perry as the cook. Ancillary staff, we welcome 2 farmhands, Mr. Devon Thompson and Mr. Nicholas White. On maternity leave were Miss Barton, Miss Monique Good, Miss Shardian Sharp. I invite you to join me in thanking the replacement teachers who substituted for the teachers who were on maternity leave and the contract teachers who were assigned to the school until the 30th of June 2021. Coming from secondment was Mr. Ishka Francis to assume his position as head of the Industrial Arts Department. Mr. Cedric Callaghan's time with us thus came to an end. We want to congratulate a number of staff members who have upgraded themselves. Ms. Claretta Holmes and Ms. Kashima Martin, they have completed a degree in educational leadership and management. Ms. Shardian Sharp and Ms. Kadian Salmon, they have completed their bachelor's degree in mathematics. Ms. Bernie Bonick have successfully completed her bachelor's degree in social studies. Ms. Nadine Beer and Ms. Christine Redway, they are administrative staff members who have completed an Associate of Science degree in Business Administration. Mr. Roger Folks, an ancillary staff member, completed NCT Vet Level 3 Crop Production and Level 2 Greenhouse Technology. Ms. Georgia Lewis, ancillary staff, cleaner, sat City and Guilds English and achieved a distinction, and City and Guilds Mathematics and achieved a merit. We had one resignation, Mr. Terence Thomas, who resigned his position as agricultural science teacher. Student enrollment, our student population is 856, of which 515 are boys and 341 are girls. We face some challenges for the 2021 school year. Only approximately 43% of our students logged on to classes online. We undertook projects for the year 2020-2021. We constructed a new vice principal's office and bathroom. We undertook the painting of 2 computer labs. We repainted the bursar and assistant bursar's office. We constructed a storeroom for chemicals by Block C. And we constructed a walkway for pedestrians at the school gate. Also, a metal door was installed at the back of the assistant bursar's office. Students' achievement. And we start with NCT VET. For NCT VET, we had 3 passes, 2 failures, percentage pass of 60%. For City and Guilds, English, the overall pass rate was 71%. For mathematics skill, the overall percentage pass rate was 65%. For CSEC, in the CSEC examination, our students were entered for 29 subjects and obtained 100% pass rate in 8 subjects: agricultural science, electronic document preparation, geography, industrial technology building, physical education and sports, principles of accounts, principles of business, and visual arts. We achieved 81 to 95% pass rates in 7 subjects, 60 to 76% pass rates in 9 subjects, 30 to 39% pass rates in 4 subjects. And of course, Spanish continues to be our biggest challenge as we work for the last 2 years to get a pass. The overall pass percentage in CSEC is 75%. The CAPE examinations saw a total of 21 units offered and a 100 pass rate was obtained in 11 units. Agricultural Science, Unit 1, Biology Unit 2, Chemistry Unit 2, Electrical and Electronic Engineering Technology, Entrepreneurship Unit 1, Environmental Science Unit 1, Geography Units 1 and 2, Literatures in English, Management of Business Unit 1, and Physical Education Unit 2. The remaining 10 grade subjects range from 60% to 94%. The overall pass in CAPE is 93%. The school continues to do well in these areas, and for the 2019-2020 school improvement plan, the performance indicators of 17 major performance indicators, 7 were unattainable due to COVID-19 restrictions. 7 of the 8 external examination targets were met and exceeded. So we continue to work on these targets for the school improvement plan. We want to acknowledge donations to the school. Kellits High School received the following donation. Mr. Harris reached out to National Health Fund, who donated 2 wash and sink and 1 1,000-gallon plastic tank. The past students of 1983 contributed 10 computers. Mr. Alistair Grant, a past student, paid for the app to host Principal's Hour. As many of you are familiar with Mr. Harris and his innovative outreach, Principal's Hour. The following persons contributed to the Literacy Awareness Week activities: Kellits Drug Center, Simpson's Wholesale and Self-Serve, Pierce by Tea, Blossom Pretty Little Things, Deborah Smith, Kamola Gardner, Wally Ireland, Kellits Ship Jet Courier, and we want to acknowledge the teachers, Miss Anna K. McIntosh, Miss Stacey Ann Williams, Miss Keshima Martin, Miss Andrika Butler, Mrs. Pearlie Bartley, and Miss Rochelle Williams. Thanks to Mr. Glenmuir Miller, Board Chairman, for his contribution of flowers to enhance the aesthetics of the school. Also, thanks for one drum of bleach and 15 gallons of hand sanitizers, 5 gallons of hand soap to help keep us sanitized against COVID-19. Thanks to Young Giant G Auto Limited for their contribution of 5 gallons of hand sanitizers and 5 gallons of hand soap to help keep us sanitized against COVID-19. We also want to make a special thanks to Miss Bridget Barrett and Dr. Winsome Townsend from the Adoption Program and Financing Mechanism Projects for contributing place markers for COVID-19 distancing, sanitizing bottles, face shields, and plastic pouches. We want to thank AP and FM for the contribution of a 1,000-gallon tough tank for storing water. Mr. Green of 4-H, in association with the Heart Foundation and National Health Fund, for their contribution of 2 bags of fertilizers, chemicals, seeds, and posters. The Ministry of Education played its part by the alternative path to secondary education approach. It has provided Kellits High School with 30 tablets, 2 laptops, and 1 charging station. The Program of Advancement through Health and Education Path, Students in High Schools project has donated 101 laptops to facilitate remote teaching and learning modalities brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. These laptops were assigned to past students from grades 10 to 13 in keeping with the instructions to schools by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. And certainly we have some persons who we want to recognize. We will be having the following teachers who will be retiring, and we want to recognize them and salute them. Mrs. Jennifer Roberts, Head of the Humanities Department and Coordinator of the Academic Staff Welfare. And she also was a teacher who served Kellits High School for 29 years. Miss Barbara Christian, Grade 7 Coordinator, Class Monitors Coordinator, General Devotion Coordinator, Patrol Duty Coordinator, and teacher who served Kellits High School for 36 years. Miss Marva Lewin, Head of Home Economics Department, Coordinator of Hospitality Planning Committee. For many years managed the canteen. She served Edwin Allen School for 8 years and 4 months and Kellits High School for 27 years and 6 months, contributing a total of 36 years to education. We wish them happy retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Christie. Indeed, that was very thorough, and we understood clearly what happened at this institution. At this time, we will be graced with an item by Mr. Dennis Edwards. Please, put your hands together and make him feel welcome. our guest speaker soon. But before she comes, Miss Monique Smith will be coming with her introduction.
Dr. Marsha I. Smalling, JP. Dr. Smalling is the author of Powered Up, Leveraging 6 Pillars to Live Out Loud, and the host of the podcast Powered Moments. The podcast strives to elevate, educate, and empower its listeners to unleash their personal potential and to live out loud in all areas of their lives. She is an empowerment speaker and a professional and personal development trainer. She has been a dedicated and passionate educator for over 20 years. She has worked in the education sector at the primary, secondary, and tertiary levels. She led the Shallow Primary School in St. Elizabeth in her capacity as principal from 2009 to 2014. Currently, she serves as principal of her alma mater, Glenmore High School, with immeasurable pride and commitment. Her commitment to nation building and a model education system is also evidenced by her memberships that include, but not limited to, the Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development, the Jamaica Education Transformation Team, Kiwanis Club of Santa Cruz, and the Jamaica Teachers Association. As a result of her contribution to community development, she received the Governor General's Achievement Award in recognition of significant leadership and achievements of excellence in 2009. She was recently selected to represent Jamaica on International Every Girl Wins Day. On World Teachers Day 2020, she received an award from the Jamaica Teaching Council and LASCO under the theme, Our Teachers, Our Heroes, Leading in a Crisis, Reimaging the Future. Dr. Smalling is driven by her vision statement, igniting hopes, dreams, and possibilities for all, and therefore embraces every opportunity to interact with, reach out to, and lift others, especially the vulnerable. Thank you.
The pursuit of excellence is a must. And if you should ask me, I'd say there's really no other way. But hey, there is a hefty price to pay. The drama, distractions, disappointments will sometimes oversaturate your day. Some people in your circle will try to lead you astray. But rise up and claim your inner strength. Unleash your personal power. Pray, push, press, persevere, and bask in the euphoria of your greatness. Always remember that your potential is limitless. Go gold and pursue excellence. Our Master of Ceremony and Chairman of the Board of Management, Mr. Glenmore Miller, and other honored members of the board. Our Territorial Education Officer, Miss Keisha Shirley. President of the Parent Teachers Association, Miss Andrea Bryce. Our Alumni Representative, Mr. Texel Christie, Principal, and all his outstanding and committed team members. Parents, guardians, students, special guests, our ladies and gentlemen of the moment, our 2021 graduates, I extend to you all warm greetings and wish for you a powered up occasion. Congratulations to our graduates. I happily join the school, the very proud families, the community, and other stakeholders in celebrating your Red Letter Day, your powered moment, your graduation. I am honored to share this experience with you as your guest speaker. The past 5 years of your academic journey have been rewarding, and I applaud you. I applaud all the stakeholders of Team Kellits High for your sacrifice, hard work, and commitment that have brought our graduates to this stage of their lives. I am confident that they're all saying in their hearts at this very moment, well done, Team Kellits. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, the journey could also be described as rough, tough, trying, miserable, frustrating. But you all put up the fight. You walked through fire. You faced your fears. You dispelled the doubts of your distractors, your naysayers, your haters. You unraveled the uncertainties. You broke the boulders that stood in your path and held on to your dreams with the strength of Samson, the courage of Esther, the hard-working and determined nature of Ruth, and the discipline of Joseph. As I reflected on the theme, I recall a special moment I spent with Grandma so many moons ago. She had gifted me with a gold necklace, and I loved it. I was excited. I cherished it. It held a permanent place around my neck. I would stare in the mirror for hours. I slept in it. I took my showers in it. I wore it to school, to church. I played in it. It meant everything to me. You see, we were from humble beginnings, and it's not the norm. And so I felt so beautiful in it, and I felt super rich. One day, my grandmother and I were cleaning the kitchen floor, and I remember I was on my knees with the coconut brush, and we were talking and we were cleaning, and I was giving it everything that I've got. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if I just wanted to use the floor as the mirror on that occasion. My grandmother apparently realized that I was somewhat obsessed with this necklace, and she said we should take a break. And I remember she looked into my eyes to get my full attention, and she said to me, "Marsha, do you know the process of making a gold necklace?" I said, "No, I never gave thought to it." And she said to me, "It takes a lot of heat that you can't even imagine. It takes a long process to purify it so that it can get to that state where you can enjoy it so much." I was in awe. I was pretty young, maybe 10 or 11, but I understood. In my mind, the necklace just made me look beautiful. It was sentimental because Grandma gave it to me. And in my mind, it made me look rich. Grandma continued to teach me that in life, I will have to go through fiery moments, disappointments, setbacks in order to achieve my dreams. She was right, because my life is one that is laced with disappointments, setbacks, drama, but I've been able to rise above those and live my dreams. I still have that necklace as a part of my collection. And while they may be valuable, what I find most valuable are the lessons that they teach us. The lessons that I believe will help us to cultivate a powered mindset, a mindset that says, listen, you're extraordinary, you're valuable, but as you pursue your dreams, as you drive your purpose, you are going to encounter adversities along the way. But with the right kind of mindset, you will overcome, you will rejoice, you will be victorious. They also serve as a strong reminder that my valley moments will be transformed into moments of value, my sad stories into stories of success, my cross into a crown, my mistakes into miracles, my adversities into advantages, my disappointments into distinctions, and my haters into helpers. Graduates, your journey to excellence will demand that spirit of resilience. Shola Richards, in his book Go Together, defines resilience as the ability to bounce back in the face of stress, adversity, and other traumatic events. I have experienced many of those traumatic events, disappointments, and stress, and have had to dig deep for that spirit of resilience. I underperformed in high school, and that experience was so devastating. However, I now believe that it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because that feeling of disappointment has propelled me to always keep fighting, to extinguish excuses and excel, and to put all my energy and my effort to anything that I am doing. I bounced back from the devastation of underperforming in high school and was moving steadily along the path of living my dreams, driving my purpose, and just living my best life. I was happy until I experienced my worst nightmare. I was diagnosed with a chronic autoimmune condition, lupus, that threatened my life. Lupus is a condition in which the immune system, instead of protecting me from bacteria, attacks my healthy tissues and organs. But with a strong connection with God, a very strong support system of family, friends, my medical team, and some of my co-workers, and the spirit of resilience, optimism, courage, and the willpower to keep on going no matter what, I continued to step purposefully towards living the life I imagined. I subsequently experienced rejection in my quest of becoming a principal 3 times. Not 1, not 2, 3 times. On one of those occasions, I recall the evening of the interview, I received a call that I had done very well in the interview and that I had gotten the job. You can just imagine the excitement. I called all the people who were close to me to share the good news. It meant so much to me. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, the morning after, I received another call to say that yes, I had done well, but that they had given the job to someone more responsible. Those words crushed me. It pierced me. But I was able to rise above that and to still give of my best no matter what. I was hospitalized on a number of occasions. Even while I pursued my academic studies, my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and my PhD. But I was able to rise from rock bottom, the valley of defeat, and still live. You see, falling down is a part of life, but getting back up is living, and thank God I have been able to live and to appreciate life. Graduates, as you continue in pursuit of excellence, you must be very intentional to cultivate the spirit of resilience if you want to reap real results. You must go gold. You must galvanize great and grateful people around your goals, your vision, and your mission. People who will cheer you on and not chastise you. People who will strengthen and support you and not stress you. People who will collaborate with you and not compete with you. To pursue excellence in the face of adversity, you must go gold. You must galvanize the right people around your goals. You must outshine yourself. You must always strive to outdo the person you were yesterday. You must invest in self-evaluation, be frank with yourselves, and always strive to be the best version of yourselves. To pursue excellence in the face of adversity, you must go gold. You must galvanize the right people around your goals. You must outshine yourselves. You must grow through your agony. You see, you're always going to face disappointments, trials, setbacks. But remember to choose growth over grief. The choice is yours. You can't afford to bask into self-pity. You can't afford to give up. You can't afford to continuously cry. There comes a point when you have to dry the tears and keep on moving. Life goes on. To pursue excellence in the face of adversity, you must go gold. You must galvanize the right people around your goals. You must outshine yourself. You must grow through your agony. And you must observe how others overcome their obstacles. Who inspires you? Who encourages you to keep on going? Who are the people who you've observed have gone through trying times, tough times, and were able to rise above those and shine? Have you noticed them on social media? Have you read about them on books? Do you listen to them on the radio? Do you observe them at school, in your communities, at church? We don't have to always reinvent the wheels. We can observe what others do and adopt some of those good practices that they have implemented for themselves. To pursue excellence in the face of adversity, you must go gold. You must galvanize the right people around your goals. You must outshine yourselves. You must grow through your agony. You must observe how others overcome their obstacles. You must live. You see, life is just for living. You must be authentically you. You must do the things that please you. You must not try to live the life of someone else. It is going to be too difficult. Be happy, laugh and lighten your space. Drive your dreams with your passion, with everything that you've got. To pursue excellence in the face of adversity, you must go gold. You must galvanize the right people around your goal. You must outshine yourself. You must grow through your agony. You must observe how others overcome their obstacles. You must live, and you must deepen your connection with God. I am a living example of how God can be good to us. I have been at rock bottom. I have had horrible experiences, life-threatening experiences, the rejection, the setbacks, the disappointments, and here I am living. I am not living because of my own strength. I am not living because of my own will, but because of the presence of God in my life. Many successful people will merit God, the goodness and grace of God for their successes. Usain Bolt, before his races, would usually make the sign of the cross. That's a symbol of how much he's relying on God's strength to take him through to victory. Shelley and Fraser Price, after his races, I love her interviews because she's always giving credit to God. She's always relying on his strength. Graduates, commit everything you do to God and he will make them successful. Remember too that he is before all things, and through him all things, not some things, all things hold together. Trust God. Believe in him. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will help you to go through your disappointments. He will help to take you through those valley moments. He will help to transform your cross into a crown. Just trust him. Strengthen your relationship with him and you will never go wrong. Graduates, I want to thank you so much for inviting me and for having me serve as your guest speaker. Just remember that as you pursue excellence, which I believe is a must, I encourage you to go gold. Go gold in everything that you seek to achieve. Never settle for mediocrity because you're born to be extraordinary human beings. Believe in yourselves. Never give up. Never entertain the thought of quitting. Go out there and claim your place in the world. There is space for every single one of you. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to bless Kellits High School. May God continue to bless Jamaica, land we love. Go gold.
What powerful words those were coming from Dr. Smalley. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate her for contributing immensely to this year's graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, well-wishers, having satisfied the requirements of Kellits High School, having stood strong in the face of adversity, it is our pleasure this evening to present to the graduating class of 2021 their school leaving certificates. And as such, we invite members of staff, namely Miss A. Bryce, Mr. N. Lewin, Mr. R. Henry, Miss B. Monique, Mrs. James Rose, Mr. J. Harris, Mrs. A. Seabright, Mrs. P. Bartley, and Mrs. N. Williams Rowe to present these certificates to our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the Kellits High School graduating class of 2021. Put your hands together for our graduates. Ida Harrison. Monique Smith. Resonate Pinnock. Shavante Moffat. Amanda Cameron. Bennett. Janelle Grant. Danalee McDuffus. Alia Richards. Roger Black. Andre Edwards. Ricardo Gunzel. Fiamoya Chandler. Siosha Thomas. Vanessa Douglas. Amanda Robinson. Jerome Johnson. Brian Walker. Justin Jones. Trey Ranger. Clifton Benjamin. Shandy Johnson. Amar Bear. Wayne Benjamin. Tiani Hutchinson. Alwyn Angus. Nasim Senior. Rochelle Gale. Tashige Sharika O'Connor. Anastasia Chambers. Vernessa Diedrich.
Congratulations, Vanessa.
Brittany Sparks.
Congratulations, Brittany.
Dave Douglas. Tynell Richards. Zaheem Walker. Akeem Smythe. Nyrone Fairclough. Romaine Thomas. Anne-Marie Humphrey.
Congratulations, Anne-Marie.
Tamara Bailey. Danica McKay. Lindsay. Some of our students have done exceptionally well. This afternoon, we want to pause just to recognize hard work. And as such, our students will be awarded for outstanding performance in the various subject areas. I now invite Mrs. Avery Gale Seawright, our Dean of Academics, and she will be coming to do this segment for us. Put your hands together and make her welcome.
Thank you very much, Miss Masters of Ceremony, Mrs. Rose-Reid. Now presenting our top students in each subject area from the CSET band, we have Miss Shaniqua Appleton for the subjects Electronic Document Preparation and Management, Family Resource Management, Food, Nutrition and Health, Textile, Clothing and Fashion, along with Visual Arts. Miss Tanya Mackenzie for Physical Education. Our top student performing in the subjects Agricultural Science and Biology is Miss Tiamoya Chandler. Our top student for English Language, Information Technology, Religious Education, Social Studies, and Theatre Arts is Miss Shannon Dixon. For Office Procedures, Office Administration, Principles of Accounts is Miss Rochelle Gale. Our top student in Economics is Miss Danica McKay. For Geography, we have Ranoya Onfroy. For Agricultural Science, Caribbean History, English Literature, and Mathematics is no other than Miss Brittany Sparks. We have Owen Kerr for Mechanical Engineering Technology. Our top performer in Chemistry and Physics is Vanessa Diedrich. Samara Knight for Floral Arrangement, Human and Social Biology, we have Alia Richards. Wayne Benjamin for Building Construction, and Alec Clark for Integrated Science. Dave Douglas for Principles of Business, and Raheem Knight for Office Procedures. Now presenting the students from the technical and vocational areas. In Agricultural Science, we have Joel Bell. Deshaun Roberts for Auto Mechanic. Textile, Clothing and Fashion, we have Chanel Farquharson. Sandra Cummins for Building Construction. Andre Coates for Customer Service. Marklon Ellis, Electrical Installation, along with Denroy Ledford. Anthony Rose, English Language. Yashiken Campbell has been awarded for Food and Nutrition and Health, Family and Resource Management, Integrated Science. Jerome Christian for Information Technology. Noel Douglas also for Information Technology. Victoria Alexander, Mathematics. Kenroy Palmer, Mechanical Engineering Technology. Raheem Knight, Office Procedure. Yashiken Campbell, also for Physical Education. Jerome Johnson, Technical Drawings. and Anelia Armstrong for visual arts. Now over to our grade 13, our sixth form. Our top performer in chemistry, communication studies, geography, and physics is Mr. Eric Bryan. Miss Anna K. Douglas for agricultural science. Mr. Clement Wright for biology. Alexander Jabez for communication studies, electrical and electronics technology. Shanique Brown for entrepreneurship. Chrisanne O'Connor for entrepreneurship. Alicia Walters for environmental science and sociology. Maya Wilson for food and nutrition. Cassandra Sinclair for literatures in English. Chrisanne O'Connor for information technology. Shanique Brown is also awarded for management of business. Now presenting our top students for the academic year 2020 to 2021. Our top female student is Miss Shanley Dixon. And our top male student is Mr. Eric Bryan.
At this time, we invite Mrs. Pearlie Bartley to come and make a presentation to our Member of Parliament.
The Kellits High School present this to Mr. Dwight Sibis, our Member of Parliament, for his contribution towards Teachers' Day. Thank you very much, Mr. Sibis.
Thank you, Mrs. Bartley. We now invite Ms. Shanley Dixon to make a presentation to our guest speaker.
The Kellits High School family presents this to Dr. Marsha Snolling, Principal of Glenmore High School, for being our guest speaker at graduation 2021. Thank you for your profound and wise words.
Thank you, Ms. Dixon. We now invite Mr. Eric Bryan to make a presentation to the class of 1983.
The Kellits High School would like to present this award to the class of 1983 for their contribution towards the development of the Kellits High School. All your hard work and dedication is greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. We now invite Ms. Deidre Lindsay to make a presentation to our education officer.
Kellits High School presents this to Ms. Keisha Shirley, our education officer. Thank you for your contribution to this school.
We will now ask Mr. Roger Folks, ancillary representative on the Board of Governors, to come and make a presentation to our PTA president, Miss Andrea Bryce.
Ms. Bryce, on behalf of Kellits High School, I hand this token to you of your hard work and dedication. Have been an inspiration in our life here.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we will listen to the valedictorian address by Mr. Eric Bryan.
Kellits High School staff, visitors, family members, friends, fellow graduates, good day to you all. On behalf of the graduating class of 2021, I would like to welcome you all here. Now this will be a long speech, and I won't even lie. Some of you will listen to it all. Some of you might stop listening halfway. Some of you might already stop listening. Some of you might even be asleep I wish I could be on the sleeping side, but the speech must go on. All that aside, as I stand before you here today, one phrase comes to mind. And this phrase comes from famous street poet and philosopher, Drake, who once said, "We started from the bottom and now we're here." And we are all indeed here at the end of yet another chapter in this book of life. As we are gathered here to celebrate this momentous day, allow me to just congratulate our graduates. Well, graduates, we finally made it. But just like the test which our teachers gave us with so-called 2 easy questions, which turned out not to be 2 questions, and every question had their own questions, and even those questions can be their own questions at times. So too is life, just a test paper with 2 easy questions. And here we are at the end of yet another question of this test paper called life. We started our academic journey a very long time ago, at a very tender age when we took our first step into kindergarten. Some of us were excited, some of us were scared, and some of us held on to our mother's brassiere strap and decided that we weren't going to go. Until our mother used her expert skills in manipulation and sweetened bribery to change our minds. And so we pushed past that milestone. Our next step was primary school, where we looked forward to break time, lunchtime, and playing with our friends. Then before we knew it, that part of our journey had ended as well. Then came high school, the place where all our hard-earned social status from primary school got thrown in the trash. We moved from being big, well, I can't say fish, so we moved from being big, limbless, cold-blooded vertebrate animal with gills and fins living wholly in water in a small pond to being small, the animal previously mentioned, living in a big pond. The days of high school can be summed up in the words of famous writer Charles Dickens, who said, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." And this was true for high school because we met new people, forged new relationships, some good, some bad, and thankfully there was always someone there to guide us. For some of us, that was the Kellits High School family. For some, it was actual family, and for others, it was the friends that we made. But we still pushed through, and then it happened. Some genius ate a bat that threw the entire world into chaos as COVID-19 spread across the planet, as quick as some of us spread news. And this made me realize that a surprising number of people actually don't wash their hands. But despite COVID-19, we still pushed on with online classes. And it was through this that our teachers realized something. The hidden potential of its student body. The secret that it was comprised of total geniuses. As we were handing us in assignments which seemed to have been written by scientists and experts in the field of study, while we students realized the true potential of copy and paste. Unfortunately, this intricate procedure of copy and paste will not be able to be used on the CXC exams. But despite all the struggles we faced during this journey, my fellow graduates, I am proud to say that we have made it to the end of yet another question in this test paper called life. And as we are about to go out into the fabled real world, armed to the teeth with the knowledge that school has given us, knowledge like dividing polynomials, matrices, poetry, identifying the mitochondria, well, everything that us adults will need to use every day in our day-to-day lives. And in the coming months, we all will be experiencing changes. And no kids, we're not talking about those type of changes. We're not Pokemon, we're human. We only evolve once, and that is called puberty. And if you do not know that, I wish you the best of luck in life. But in all seriousness, the changes I'm talking about is the changes in our environment. Some of us will be going to different institutes. Some of us will be staying here, and some of us will be going out into the real world. And as we part ways, I would like to tell you this one thing about the world you are going into. And that is, I have no idea about the world that you are going into, because I too am just going into this world. But what I do know is YOLO. You only live once, so don't be afraid to take risks. I have found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing at all. Nelson Mandela once said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one that you are capable of living. Now I'm sure that every one of you have heard that people say, make sure you have something to fall back on. But Denzel Washington once said, I don't want to fall back on anything. He said, I want to fall forward because at least this way I will see what I'm going to hit. Now what does this mean to fall forward? In our lives, most of us will fail, but we'll have to accept it. We must accept that we'll be terrible at things, that we will also embarrass ourselves at times, because it is inevitable. When you fail, however, when you fail, you have to push forward. You can't quit. You must use this failure to propel yourself forward. There was a boy who was cut from his high school basketball team. And he went home, locked himself in the room, and cried. But this did not stop him. This boy only used this to make himself work harder. That boy grew up to be no other than Michael Jordan. Fall forward. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper, forget this, lacking in imagination and having no original ideas. Yet still, he created some of our much loved Disney cartoons. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. 1,000. But his 1,001st experiment was the light bulb, and this is what we remember him for. Fall forward. Sometimes in life, failure is the best way to figure out where we are going. And nobody's life will be a straight path. I mean, just look at me. I am 18 years old, and I have already tried to pursue 4 different career options. That number might even be higher for some of us in the audience today. But what's important is that we've tried, and in doing so, we have become one step closer to knowing who we are and who we are meant to be. I'd like to tell you one last story. This is a true story. There was a father who encouraged his children to fail. And at the dinner table, he would always ask what they had failed at the previous week. And if they had not failed at anything, he would be genuinely upset. I know for most of us this seems counterintuitive, because what kind of a father would want their child to fail? But this father was trying to redefine how his children thought of failure. To his children, failure had now become not trying as opposed to what we are accustomed to. His daughter then grew up to be Sarah Blakely, who is an American businesswoman, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. Every graduate here has the training, the talent, and the potential to succeed. But you have to have the guts to fail. If you don't fail, then you're not even trying. To get something you don't have, you have to try something that you have never done. William Shakespeare once said, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And let's be honest with ourselves, most of us aren't born great. Nor can we count on having greatness thrust upon us. But what we can do is work towards achieving our own greatness. So don't be afraid to dream big. Pursue your dreams, whatever they may be. Whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a pilot, a farmer, a gynecologist, a special hustler who can make money asking people where part they live. Well, maybe not the last one, but you get the idea. If you do this, I promise you that you will be your best self. And again, congratulations to the graduates of the 2021 graduating class. And to all those who aided in our journey, we would like to express our utmost appreciation. And remember, YOLO, so be phenomenal or be forgotten.
What a beautiful evening it has been. At this time, Miss Tony Shea Bennett will be coming with the vote of thanks.
No duty is more urgent than that of returning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pleasant afternoon to you all. I, Tony Shea Bennett, on behalf of the Kellits High School graduating class of 2021, seize this beautiful moment to say thank you to those who have made it to the celebration of our milestone. To our guest speaker, Miss Dr. Marsha Smalling, your sound words of encouragement this afternoon will forever resonate in our minds. We will remember all you have said as we embark on the next chapter of our lives. To our board chairman, Mr. Glenn Miller, that was indeed a warm welcome. Thank you for being a part of our special afternoon. Dr. Rowan Cameron, that was a powerful prayer. Indeed, prayer is the engine that will drive us to success. To our Member of Parliament, Mr. Dwight Sibbles, thank you for your contribution to this afternoon's function. Councillor Mr. Noel Nemard, Education Officer Miss Keisha Shirley, Mr. Alfonso Pino, and Miss Andrea Bryce, thank you for encouraging us through your greetings. To our hard-working principal, thank you for the support during the tenure at the Kellits High School. We appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. D. Edwards, for such a beautiful item. We enjoyed it. To our committed teachers who have helped us to mold into the persons we have become, thank you for your dedication. To our parents, friends, and well-wishers, thank you for making this journey much easier than we thought it would be. We will continue to pursue excellence even in the face of adversity.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents, well-wishers, perhaps you joined us in the comfort of your bedrooms or the luxury of your living room. Wherever you have joined us from this afternoon, we say thank you wholeheartedly for making it the Kellits High School Virtual Graduation Ceremony 2021. Indeed, our students have pursued excellence, they have cultivated resilience, and they have stood strong, even in the face of adversity. Until 2022, walk good.
Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from